Hi, everyone. I wanted to put together this video so that you can understand what the reports look like in the math section. Not all of you may be using that, but it is important to see what the reports look like once the students take the test. So for those of you who do not know, the math module will give the kids a diagnostic test. It will find out where they are struggling and where their weaknesses are, and then it will put them on a path that will give them lessons based on those weaknesses and struggles, and it will continue to give them lessons on those areas to build them up to grade level. You can also assign them any lessons specific to what you are teaching, which will interrupt that path, but it will give them that targeted instruction. So in order to look at the report, you're going to click on the math module. And once I'm in that math module, I can see my class. And the first thing that you see is a snapshot. So it will tell me my last session. It'll tell you the date, the total time they worked, the amount of time they worked in school, the amount of time they worked at home, the number that they did, the percentage that they got correct. And then you see this focus over here. So this student, for example, has 64% focus. It is based on 2-minute increments. And if the student answers questions in those 2 minutes, they have a high focus. Like, for example, this student here has 97% focus, which means that they were answering questions quickly. This student might have been off task, or maybe they left for a minute, or they just, for whatever reason, weren't focused and weren't answering questions quickly. Next to that, you see your scores. So the last 3 sessions. If I click on those sessions, I can get a detailed report. So it will show me the actual questions that they worked on. Over here to the right, you see it says incorrect. I can also click on all to see all the questions. So they had 5 questions. I can see the actual question and I can see what they answered. If I think that they did a poor job, or they didn't get the percent correct that I was looking for, I can simply click on reassign lesson topic, and the student will get that lesson again. And you can see some of these are highlighted, and down below it says yellow, less than 10 minutes or less than 70% correct. So you can go in and change those however you please, but it just kind of flags students who were struggling. Next to the scores, you see current lesson, and I can see the lesson that they are on. Next to that, I see my settings. If I click on the gear, it will take me into the settings for that specific student. And it's going to see the assign lessons, automatically assign lessons. That means that it's going to give them lessons based on where they were weak in that diagnostic. The daily effort goal, set number of skills for daily goal. Most people don't do anything with this. They just leave it at 5. Set assigned time for daily work. If you do this, it will show the students how much time you're looking for them to work on this. You have sound settings, and then you have restart. This will wipe out all of the data for the students and restart with the actual diagnostic test. You can look at some of these other things if you want, but these are specific to the actual math module. So I'm going to close that. Okay, so next to the snapshot, you see progress. This will show you the progress that the students have made, if they've gained anything, if they've lost anything. So you can see the beginning grade level here for this student was 4.2. The ending grade level, which is the last time they've worked on it, is 5. So this student increased by 0.8. And this learning velocity is just how quickly and correctly they're answering questions. Next to that, I have my placement. And when I look at my placement, it's going to show where the students placed when they took their diagnostic test. Next to that is lessons, and I'm going to continue that in a different video because there are a lot of different tabs that we can look at. So if you have any questions about the math snapshot, progress, or placement, you can always email me at joe_kolbacki@hermitage.k12.pa.us or give me a call.